170 Sri Lankans who came from Italy and South Korea have avoided quarantine, says the Defense Ministry. 280 suspected cases of coronavirus, biosamples examined. 88 train routes suspended from today until the 19th. All countries should be able to test all suspected cases, says the WHO. Hello there and welcome to Lunchtime News here on TV1. You're joining me, David Paldano. Now, the coronavirus situation has been traveling across the world with multiple infected people being reported around the world, including in Sri Lanka. Now, we are joined by Chaturanga Hapuarachi in our own newsroom to give us a comprehensive update on the local aspect of the coronavirus. Chaturanga?
Thank you, David. As you mentioned, people are concerned about the coronavirus situation here at home and across the globe as well. What we are trying to do is get as much as information out there as possible so that the general public are informed, and what the health authorities at the moment say is that it is absolutely better if you're staying at home for social distancing to take place so that the spread of the virus can be controlled. Now, initially, to draw your attention to what is going to happen today, President Gotabaya Rajapaksa is going to address the country at 8 p.m. today, and he will be addressing the nation from 8 p.m. This is confirmed by the President's Media Director, General Mohan Samranayaka. He said that special attention about the coronavirus will be done during this interview. Now, it is also noted that Sri Lanka's rupee traded weaker at 185 and 9 rupees per dollar. It ended at 183 rupees and 85 cents to the US dollar on Friday. So at the moment, Sri Lanka's rupee traded weaker at 185 rupees and 09 cents. This was, of course, from the central bank a short while ago. Yesterday, the monetary board announced that they had decided to reduce the policy interest rates by 25 basis points. A short while ago, there was a special statement issued by the governor of the central bank with this regard. Let me take you through what is mentioned in this document. It says the action taken by the monetary board yesterday will complement the measures that are already in place to revive economic activity by inducing a further reduction in market lending rates and boosting liquidity conditions in the domestic money market. We have requested all financial institutions led by licensed commercial banks to pass to the market the full benefit of the cumulative reduction of 75 basis points in policy interest rates thus far during the year, as well as the reduced cost of funds to the reduction in SRR without any delay, to ensure that those who are in need of urgent support receive the required timely assistance. We have also requested financial institutions to refrain from engaging in speculative activity which could lead to panic in the financial market. We are working closely with the government to ensure coordinated fiscal and monetary policy responses to mitigate the economic impact of the pandemic. We are closely monitoring the global and domestic market developments, and further measures will be taken as necessary to mitigate the economic impact of the pandemic. This was the central bank governor issuing a statement after there was a surprise rate cut yesterday that was announced by the monetary board. So far, that is the update in terms of the economy. The Sri Lanka rupee traded weaker at 185 rupees and 09 cents against the dollar, and the central bank governor has also issued a statement. Now, the Sri Lanka Medical Research Institute, or the MRI as we know it, says that over the past few days, 280 suspected cases of coronavirus biosamples are being tested. The director of the Sri Lanka MRI, Dr. Jairuwan Bandara, said that 28 people have been infected with the virus. That is the number that is confirmed at the moment. According to the specialist doctors, the corona test is being carried out on various people and biosamples are being tested. What is going to happen to the transport if this situation continues? Now, we know that several steps have been taken to disinfect the public transportation services as well. Now, the Railways Department has taken steps to cancel 88 train journeys following the announcement of a 3-day holiday. The control room said that 34 trains on the main route, 14 on the Chilao route, 22 on the coastal route, 12 on the Kalani Valley route and 4 trains on the northern route have been cancelled. The railway control room stated that around 370 trains run daily. Now to another concerning news report. The Defence Minister said that more than 170 Sri Lankans who arrived from Italy and Korea have avoided quarantine. The ministry announced that the legal action would be initiated on people such who have unregistered, who are not registered rather with the police. Meanwhile, people from Europe, Iran or South Korea have been informed that police do not need to visit the nearest police station to register. They have to register with the police. It was mentioned that they can register by calling the police station. They do not have to travel to the police station, but they can call the police station and say that they have arrived in the country from Europe, Iran or South Korea. Now, the Defence Ministry announced yesterday that anyone who arrived in Sri Lanka from Europe, Iran or South Korea between the 1st and the 15th of March should register with the 119 Centre or the nearest police station. So this news segment comes right after that announcement yesterday. Now they announce that they don't have to travel to the police station. However, they can do so by informing the police station over the phone. Now, while the coronavirus situation is so in the country, the political sphere is also discussing this situation. A main factor is whether the holiday period that was imposed for the 3 days took into consideration the factor that the nominations also coincidentally conclude on the day the holidays are supposed to finish. Now, here are some of the views expressed in the political sphere regarding this.
Right now, the discussions on coronavirus is happening when the general elections are closing. The people have expressed their displeasure on the government activities done regarding this outbreak. Some hospitals have not been given proper instructions. Proper facilities haven't been given to the government institutions. Private employees have not been involved in quarantine processes. If quarantine procedures are happening, the entire country should get included. Everyone in the country should be part of that. It is vital that everyone in the country is united to fight the coronavirus. The government is trying to hide all the scams and bribes that happen through this virus. The government should take measures to fight corona and let the people celebrate Sinhala Tamil New Year in peace without using corona for the elections. We shouldn't be afraid of corona. It's a disease that we can beat. The problem is, if a huge amount of people get contracted with the virus, we wouldn't have facilities to treat them. The government should take firm decisions without procrastinating.
මේ වෙලාවේ වහාම තීන්දුව తీරන අරගන්න
රජයේ පැත්තෙන් මේ රෝගය
The government has to impose laws and regulations to prevent this disease. I think it is necessary to make those decisions and implement them. According to the law of the land, there is no chance for the acceptance of nominations to be postponed. I personally believe that the country should be locked down for a short period. Election campaigns will be postponed. If the elections are postponed, we will have a chance of defeating this virus.
කාලයට සමාන කාලයක් මැතිවරණය කල් දැමීම හරහා පුළුවන්කම ලැබෙනවා මේ සමතුලිත භාවයක් ඇති කරගන්න.
Another important information has been released by the Civil Aviation Authority. Passengers from Bahrain, Qatar and Canada will not be permitted to enter Sri Lanka from today for a period of 2 weeks. This is announced by the Civil Aviation Authority a short while ago. Taking a look at that once again, passengers from Bahrain, Qatar and Canada will not be permitted to enter Sri Lanka from today for a period of 2 weeks. Now, we spoke about the public transportation sector earlier on in our bulletin. There are various steps being taken to disinfect the public transportation. Today too, these efforts continued. Let's have a look at what happened.
A railway sterilization was carried out with the participation of the officials of the railway department in the yard of Damdagoda today.
අද මේ ඇති වී තිබෙන කොරෝනා වෛරසය නිසා ආසාදිත වෙන ප්‍රමාණය වේගෙන් වැඩි වෙන බව අපිට පේන්න තිබෙනවා. ඒ සඳහා රාජ්‍යයේ විවිධ ක්‍රියාමාර්ග ගන්න අතරේ අපේ උපරිම උත්සාහය පොදු ප්‍රවාහන සේවය භාවිතා වෙන මේ මගීන්ගේ ආරක්ෂාව වෙනුවෙන් කටයුතු කරන්න. ඒ සඳහා අවශ්‍ය උපදෙස් ලබා දීලා තියෙනවා.
Transport Minister Mahindananda Amaraveera was also present at the event. The buses were sterilized at the Kaduwala bus stand in the Polonnaruwa with the participation of the Sri Lanka Army and the Sri Lanka Transport Board officials.
අපේ රටකින් පිටත් වෙන සාමාන්‍ය බස් 200 250ක් විතර ඒ 250ටම අද දිනේදීත් කරනවා හෙටත් කරන මේක ව්‍යාප්තිය මේ නතර වෙනකම්ම අපි මේ දේ අද ඉඳලම පටන් ගන්න දිගටම මේක.
This is how the buses at the Sri Lanka Transport Board depot in Mathura were sterilized.
Here are some of the views that have been expressed by Dr. Senaka Talagala, the Director of Health Services in charge of the Nuwara Eliya district.
Now the government has announced holidays in the face of this COVID-19. That is to prevent large gatherings as much as possible. Sadly, we see some parties taking part in pilgrimages and trips. This is a serious situation, especially with regard to the Sri Pada pilgrimage. I think this is very risky. Many people from different provinces visit the same place. This is very risky. We therefore request you not to go on pilgrimages to Sri Pada and please stay at home. This is the best thing you can do to prevent from contracting this disease. By going out there, you not only risk your own life but also the lives of your family.
Now, while this is the situation pertaining to the coronavirus and the efforts that are taken by the health authorities and other sectors to mitigate the situation and control the situation, the election machine is also taking place in the country, and as you know, several parties and several candidates have placed their nominations. The deadline for nominations will be the 19th of March. Coincidentally, as I mentioned earlier, the holidays that have been announced by the government also go hand in hand with this nomination deadline as well. Several parties had submitted their nominations for the general election today as well. The Sri Lanka People's the United People's Alliance, or the UPFA rather, I beg your pardon, nominations were handed by the district leader Chamal Rajapaksa for the Hambantota district. The nominations are handed over for the Kandy district. Former parliamentarian Mahindananda Aludgamage was also present at that event. The SLFP submitted its nominations for the Matale district. I beg your pardon, nominations for the Matale district were submitted by the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna. The United National Party handed in their nominations for the Kalutara district today under the patronage of the team leader Rohita Abegunawardena. Roshan Ranasinghe, former parliamentarian, also handed over nominations for the SLPP for the Polonnaruwa district today. The Janaseta Peramuna also handed in nominations for the Polonnaruwa district. This was presided over by Venerable Battaramulle Seelarathanathera. While that is the situation in our country pertaining to the elections, the election process happening in one side and also the spread of the coronavirus, information regarding that on the other, let's draw your attention to the situation around the world. There are 182,603 total infected around the world, with 79,881 recovered patients reported and 7,171 deaths reported from around the world. Now, if you draw the attention to the Sri Lankan situation, there are 29 infected, taking into consideration the first infected Chinese national who later recovered and was sent back to China. There are 28 confirmed active cases at the moment, and as per the information that we are receiving, there is one recovered, of course, the Chinese national, and we will have an update in that department later on in the day. We know that all of these information you can access our website www.newsfirst.lk and have a look at this information as well, and you will be able to keep yourself updated about the current situations, information that is coming out. We hand things over back to David, who is at the main desk.
Thank you, Chanduranga, for giving us a comprehensive update on the coronavirus situation in Sri Lanka. Now, shifting our attention to the international arena, the World Health Organization has described the coronavirus pandemic as a defining global health crisis of our time and urges countries to test all suspected cases of COVID-19. Well, that is a wrap of lunchtime news here on TV1. For the News First team, I'm Devi Paldano. Thank you for joining us. Take care.